Good day, Mom. We are the Group 7 and we are going to tackle about the Lesson 7 which entitles Global Migration. My co-reporters are Jaika Vapor, RJ Migrino, Jovel Varcaz, and Krishnan Jade Sambrana. The first to report is me, Christine Ostan. Global migration describes how people from one part of the world moving to another part in search of economic and personal opportunity. So there are two types of migration. First is internal migration. Internal migration is the movement of people from one area to another within the country. For example, a family living here in Duminag who wants to go to migrate to Manila City for some reasons. And then the second type of migration is the international migration. It is the movement of people from one country to another or crossing borders. For example, OFWs that prefers to live on abroad to make their lives more successful and better.
I'm Jacob Vapor and I'm going to tackle the five groups of international migration. 1. Immigrants, people who move to another country permanently. For example, a family who plan to live their life to the US are called immigrants. 2. Workers, temporary immigrant. Workers who stay in another country for a fixed period. The duration of stay differs on immigrated country. 3. Illegal migrants refers to the migration of people into a country through means that violates the immigration laws of that country or the continued residence of people without the legal right to live in that country. For example, when you stayed in that country beyond the duration stated in the contract is considered as illegal.
I'm RG Migrino and I'm going to continue the report of Jaika Vapor. Number 4. Petition families. Immigrants petition if anyone wants to become a permanent resident of the US and obtain a green card. An immigrant's petition needs to be filed on the person's behalf by either a relative and employer. Immigrant visa petition are family-based petition and employment. This petition, in short, the one who compile this for a person's behalf is either relative or an employer of that person. Number 5. Refugees or asylum. People that are unable or unwilling to return because a well-founded fear of persecution on account of race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group or political opinion. For example, the refugees of Jews in the Philippines during the war in Israel, when there are other colonies want to colonize Israel, there are called refugees who came Philippines that stayed here for their safety. They are called refugees.
I'm Jubilis Vargas and I'm going to tackle about migrant debate. Migrant debate is an anti-immigrant groups and nationalists argue that governments must control legal immigration and put a stop to illegal entry of foreigners, or to prevent contacts within the country. So the nationalist people and the anti-migrant groups would prefer to speak out to the government to action out about migrants in the country. Advantage of migration in a particular country, both in the receiving and sending country. First, remittances. Our OFW migrate for a limited period in order to work and send remittances into their families left at home. Considered one of the many massive contributions to the national accounts of many migration countries.
Krishnan Jade Sambrana. I'll continue the report of Balkes. The difference between immigrate and immigrate. Immigrate, you from your home country. Immigrate, you to another country. Example, ikaw ay taga Pilipinas and you went abroad papuntang Dubai. The immigrant country is the Philippines and the immigrant country is yung pinuntahan, which is Dubai. You are immigrant of the Philippines, you are immigrant of Dubai.